The game is in a better place than it's ever been at any point in the past to farm video game characters like Starkiller. You can farm anybody you want in this game. Greetings and hello there, everyone. It is me, Nooch Too Good, your Star Wars dad, here with my beginner's guide, comprehensive beginner's guide to Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes for all of you beginning players, players coming back to the game, people just curious to see what is going on this Star Wars dad, Nooch Too Good channel. My intent here today is to present something that will help you as a new player to understand the game, perhaps to help you as an experienced player to have something you can share with your friends who start the game, where they can say, now I know how to play the game. This is not a farming guide. I'm not going to give you specific instructions for how to farm characters, but with that said, of course, we're going to talk about characters in the game. There's no getting around it. The main thing about this game is the characters. We're farming our favorite characters from Star Wars. What else is this? We're going to have timestamps in here. So if you're looking for a specific guidance or beginner's guide on different parts of the game, you can click on that timestamp. You can come back to this video later as you hit parts, you hit certain levels that reach, if you hit level 85, things are going to change. So that'll be here as well. But again, this is going to be a high-level overview of everything that you see on your screen in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. It's meant to help you understand exactly what's on here, when you're going to have it available, what you're going to do with it, and where to go after you are able to do with it. I'm kind of wandering right there. We're going to give you some resources that you can use to do better in the game. And with all of that said, first we're going to cover levels 0 through 85, then we will jump to once you hit 85 and beyond, okay? So that's what's going on with this video, and let's start off with the very basics. You're gonna open up at the beginning of the game, light side battles, and light side battles 1. The goal here is you can farm this gear, and that's fine, but mainly in here, you're farming characters. You're farming Kylo Ren Unmasked here. You're farming the Dark Trooper from Mandalorian Season 2. You're farming Ahsoka. You're farming Giant Forehead Rey. And as you move forward in the game, more levels will open up to you, more and more levels as you move forward, and you'll be able to farm, Inquisitors, Mara Jade, Fennec Shand, Admiral Piet, Juhani. I never remember. I'm not a KOTOR guy, so sorry, everybody. You can just farm more and more. Director Krennic from Rogue One, the armor. So anyway, so there's light side battles and there's dark side battles. On the light side battles, use light side characters. So you farm characters to fight the light side battles. You farm characters to fight the dark side battles. And that's the summary there. Now, how do you do these battles? You're going to spend energy. Up at the top here, you can see I've got some kind of light blue energy on the left, some aqua blue energy is next, turquoise, whatever. Then you got your orange, red orange, your gold, and then crystals. If you look at the very top of your screen. So the light blue energy is your ship energy. You're going to have these same kinds of nodes. These are going to open up at level 60. You're going to have these same kinds of normal and hard nodes that are open for your ships. And right now, everybody, I'm doing a free-to-play Jabba the Hutt rush. I'm going to get Jabba the Hutt Galactic Legend. More on that later. And that's the account I'm looking at right now. This account is at level 84, so not everything is open on this account. So here on these ship battles, same thing. You fight the normal ones to open up the later ones, and then you go to hard, and then you're going to unlock ships like Anakin's Eta 2 Starfighter, Marin from Night Sister, your clone sergeant, what do we call this? Arc 170. I want to say Y-Wing, but anyway, young Lando, and then it's part 2. You can farm the Slave 1, Sunfax Geonosian Starfighter, Rebel Pathfinder. So a lot of different ships you can farm in the ship nodes as well. That's where you spend your ship energy. The mod energy, we'll talk about that in a little bit, but that's where you're going to farm mods over here in these mod challenges and mod battles. We'll get to that. The Cantina farm, that's the next place. So your four basic places where you're going to farm characters and ships. Light side battles, dark side battles, fleet battles over here and ships that we just looked at. and then Cantina battles. Cantina battles are actually the quickest route to unlocking a character, and they are just mostly, like 98% of it is just straight up character farms. Talia the Night Sister, we got Cal Kestis, we've got Lando, we've got Hondo Onaka, we've got Old Ben here, we've got a Geonosian soldier. Over here, we've got Gar Saxon, Clone Wars Chewbacca, the First Order Executioner. It just goes Sana Staros if you're a comic books fan. Tusken Warrior. So it goes on and on and on and on. And you farm characters in here as well until eventually these 3 nodes are for actually farming at the highest level of the game, the relic characters. So those are your 4 primary rooms, and the Cantina battles we just showed you here, that is this energy, this red gold energy. In the Cantina battles, you can farm a character faster than you can farm it in light side and dark side, because you can farm these as many times as you want a day. There's no cutoff. I can farm it 100 times a day, I can farm it 5 times a day, whatever I want. But in light side and dark side battles and fleet energy, you farm it 5 times, and then the node resets. Let's see if I can find one here that I've been farming today. Jango Fett. Okay, you can see Jango Fett right here. It doesn't actually say farm. If I look at Finn, I can battle or sim it, right? This is a Resistance Hero Finn. When you look at Jango Fett, I already farmed this node today to try to get the Houndstooth. Really important ship. Again, not a farming guide, but really important ship. Okay. Now, I would have to refresh this using crystals if I wanted to farm it a second time today. So I could spend 25 crystals, and I could refresh this. I could farm it again. You can only do those 5 times a day. So that's all the energy I believe we've covered there. Yes, the aqua energy again is mod energy. We'll talk about that in a second. The crystals. You just saw one place you can use crystals. It's to refresh mods. There are a lot of places to spend crystals in the game. Crystals are where Capital Games, the designer of the game, makes their money. So you can buy crystals. You can spend them. You refresh your light side and dark side energy every day. It's 50 times. You can refresh it for 50 crystals 3 times a day. Then it goes to 100 crystals for the next 3 times, and etc. That is the same for light side, dark side, fleet energy, and also mod energy. We'll get to it later. That's all 50 crystals for the first 3 refreshes, and then 100, and then 200, and then 408. You can go all the way to 800. You can, if you want to buy a bunch of crystals, which you can do right here, you can buy more. This is actual cash you're seeing to buy crystals. You can do that, and you can spend away to your heart's content. You can buy all the crystals you want. And that's how you now, the Cantina refreshes are 100 crystals per refresh. Right off the bat, done. That's it. That's your farming where you're going to get characters. Shipments. In here, you're going to get more characters. You're also going to be farming gear. You're also going to be farming a lot of stuff. So these shops open up as you progress through the game. The basic one here is the featured shipment. You're always going to come in here and do these 4 nodes. This is just gear that you're going to get that's really important to your advancement in the game, and it always costs just a few of these credits up here. We'll talk more about credits here in a little bit. Other than that, unless you're going to be spending money and spending crystals, this shop is going to be off limits. I don't know if I probably have at some point, but you rarely. Maybe the main spot you're going to use this shop if you're kind of going to spend money on some crystals would be right here to buy some Razor Crest shards. I think there's also some General Grievous shards, but that's a farming guide. Again, I'm going to pop up little links for you, little cards. You can go look at some farming guides along the way. So weekly shipments here, you're going to spend some crystals. If you're going to buy crystals, you can spend them here. This is actually a good place to get your hands on some characters. It doesn't show in this account because I'm not to level 85 yet. Cantina battles, as you battle in the Cantina for characters, you get currency. When you get 400 of that currency, you can buy ships and characters in the Cantina shop. I don't recommend buying all these shipbuilding materials and enhancement. Don't buy all that stuff here, just buy characters. This is a guild activity. When you do a raid with your guild, which we'll look at in a second, you're going to get currency for that. You spend that currency in here, mostly on characters early, later on gear. Squad Arena, we'll talk about Squad Arena. You play against other people's teams in there, and they set their team, you play it, you get currency for that, you spend it on characters here. Galactic War, we're definitely going to talk about this for free-to-play players. Is really, really important. Levels 1 to 85 to do well in Galactic War to get you the currency to buy the characters here. Mods, I would not recommend spending on this until you have you need at least to be at 50 million credits. When you get to 50 million credits, you can start thinking about spending in here. If you don't have 50 million credits, don't even think about it. Not worth it. Fleet Arena, again, you get currency from the Fleet Arena. We're going to talk about all this stuff as we go. The guild events, this is from doing territory battles with your guild. Grand Arena unlocks at level 85. The shard shop, when you complete a character to 7 stars, you get extra shards for them whenever they get farmed. That is going to be converted to shard shop currency. Then you spend it here for gear, characters, etc. And Conquest, we'll talk about at level 85. That is the shipment store. The store. Here you're going to come. This is going to light up every 15 minutes. I think it's like 6 times a day that you can spend. Come and get a free, you get a free bronzium here. It can open up character for you. It can give you character shards. So that's what you're going to come here to get character shards, to get gear, etc. You spend this, and then as you spend energy in the game, you get more ally points, which you then can spend more of here in bronziums. It's going to, again, it's going to give you characters, it's going to give you gear, a lot of early level gear, a lot of low level gear, shard farms for the most part. But once you start finishing characters, this is a really primo place to come and spend this currency to try to get extra shards of those characters to unlock spend in the shard shop that we just talked about. Also in the store, you can buy the HYPERDRIVE bundle. We'll talk about that in a little bit. You can get these daily, and that's actual cash. You can get deals you can spend crystals on these. You can spend cash on certain, so you buy a bunch of stuff. You can go get right now, I can farm for Dr. Afra by getting some of these characters. Make sure to read, if you come in here over on the right side, card 1 and card 2. It shows all the stuff on the left, but you only get 2 cards with 2 things in there, or maybe there's more than 1 thing on a card. Just read very carefully what's in the bundles before you purchase them. And they go all the way down. You keep going. You can buy gear, you can buy characters, you can buy whatever you want. You can also buy resources. I don't generally recommend this. It's not a great way to get a hold of resources. You can buy crystals. We looked at that earlier. Okay, so far we're covered. What else is on the screen here? Let's talk about these mod battles. So mods are going to open up at level 50 for you. Mods are, let's go over to the basics. Oh, no, I'm in the basics. Okay, hang on. Mods are modifiers for your characters in game. They give you extra stats in game. Let's go look at a character right now, and I'm going to try to pull up my best mod here on this account, which I'm very excited about. I like to show off my mods. You know, you got to show it off every now and then. That's not a mod. Up here, the top right is mods. If you click on the little square here, you can see the mods. One of these is really fast. Let's see. Not one of these is really fast. I put it on Moff Gideon. Let's go. Let's back out. I got to show it to you. I got to show you my best mod. You should put your best mod. Okay, there it is. Okay. All right. So you can see that this mod is giving me 24% potency, which allows me to land more debuffs on characters. We'll talk about that shortly. I also get 22 speed. That's the most important thing you can get out of a mod is speed. I'm getting an extra 1.86% health, 1.71% crit chance, and 745 protection. As soon as you finish the mod section, I'll show you about these in your characters, okay? So mods are helping your characters improve. They're making your characters better. They're really, really, really important. At level 60, you open up mod battles. You're going to go through all of these nodes just once, play them once, and move on. You don't want these 2-dot mods. You don't want these 1-dot mods. You want 5 and 6-dot mods. So just play through these once. Get to the end. Once you get to the end, you can't get to this, you can't get to level 9 till level 80. So when you get to level 8, just stop there, and then you're going to go over to your mod challenges and just farm mods. Again, you start off early here with possible rewards. You don't want 3-dot mods or 2-dot mods or 1-dot mods. You don't want 4-dot mods or 3-dot mods or 2-dot mods. You want 5-dot mods. So you want to get to this end level as fast as possible. And you will probably farm some of these. You will farm some of these 3 and 4-dot mods along the way. And these, when the first time you farm them, they actually give you some nice little crystal bonuses. So you're going to want to come in here. You're going to want to farm a lot of 5-dot mods, before you get to level 80. So once you get to level 80, you can actually slice and improve and upgrade those mods. Go take a look at my mods playlist if you want to understand more about how mods work. Let's talk about characters and their abilities. I had to pause there and take a drink. Anyway. Here is where all your this is your catalog of characters, the characters that you have farmed, how many stars they are, what they look like, etc. I'm going to look at Wampa because I love Wampa. Wampa is a great performer in Grand Arena. We'll talk about that in a minute. Again, guys, we're going to be here for a minute, but I'm going to put timestamps in here. So you can see I've got my mods on Wampa. I've got some extra health here, some speed, some protection, some offense, some health, etc. Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if you're aware of this or not, but ever since Dungeons and Dragons came out in whatever it was, 1968, Every single character-based, whether it's a shooter game, whether it's a role-playing game, whether it's a MOBA, whether it is a collector game, whatever strategy game, RPG game, every single game has attributes for their characters that are based on Dungeons and Dragons. Strength, agility, tactics, strength. I mean, strength. This stuff is right. So, all right, we have all these stats: health, protection, speed, crit damage, potency, tenacity, health, steal, defense. These are the stats you're looking at for your characters. The base stats are there in white. The extra stats that I've added with my mods are in blue or aqua blue there. You can see I've added almost 1/3 of my total Wampa speed is from mods, and that's why mods are important. 1/3 of my health is from mods. Not much protection. Health is more important on Wampa than protection. Go watch farming guides for that. So anyway, that's how these work on your characters. As you level them up from level, you can level them, and I can't level this character. Let's go to a character that I can level. Okay, so here's my Tusken. There's 5 Tusken Raiders in the game, and the guy that goes is one of them. So here he is. So I can level this character up from level 1 all the way up to level 85. I'm not going to do it right now because guess what? That costs me all of my credits. I have 6.9 million credits. It cost me 5.9 million credits. That's where you're going to spend. That's where you're going to be spending your credits, is upgrading your characters. That's where credits get spent. I also have different gear levels here, and I'm going actually to show you that. Let's go ahead. I need to level him up. I'm doing a Jabba the Hutt free-to-play rush. He's one of the required characters to get Jabba the Hutt, so I gotta do this anyway. So let's go ahead and level him up to level 40. So I take him to level 40, 131,000 credits. You can see that at level 40 it's 131,000, but to get to level 84 it's 5 million. So yeah, the cost does ramp up. You get these training droids to go as you go along. They're going to be a struggle very early, but they become not a struggle later. Okay, now we have gear pieces that are available to me. I can equip this gear. It adds 1 strength, 1 agility, 1 tactics. Boom. I can add this gear. It adds 1 strength, 1 agility, 1 tactics. Boom. This is the gear we showed you farming along the way. If I want to upgrade them so I get 6 pieces of gear. That takes me from gear level 1 to gear level 2. I can click on this upgrade button, and I can click OK to take him to gear level 2. I can click on this upgrade button and equip all 6 pieces of gear at the same time. It makes my life easier that way. And yes, you can just I have to get this guy all the way to maxed out eventually anyway, so there. You can upgrade to gear levels. Gear 7 is really important early on to get you some protection. You'll learn that as you go. Then we have their abilities. Gaffy Stick Slam here. Deal physical damage to target enemy with a 30% chance to stun for 1 turn. I can upgrade these with my green triangle ability material mats. I'm going to go ahead and upgrade this ability. You can see I'm spending credits to do this, and the ability material mats. Here's these blue ones you can spend as well. And I upgrade again. So that is how you upgrade abilities. Each character has 4, 5, 6, 7 abilities, depending on what they are and how they use it. And you got to read those abilities to understand how the character works and how to use them in game. They have unique abilities that always apply to their characters. They have specific abilities that are actually abilities in game that are actions they take, etc. And that is how characters work. Again, guys, this is a high-level overview. You're going to collect characters by faction. You can sort through here. I can look at my 501st, my Bad Batch, my Bounty Hunters, my Clone Troopers, my Empire. If I sort by Empire, I'm going to see Grand Moff Tarkin, General Veers, Moff Gideon, Dark Trooper, Admiral Piet, 8th Brother, Darth Vader, Colonel Stark. You can sort by their factions to see who you've got in the game. My Bounty Hunters, Boba Fett, Cad Bane, etc. on down the line. You can sort characters by their attributes. You can take a look at their speed. Who's my fastest character? It's Moff Gideon, then Colonel Stark, then Dark Trooper, then Piet. You can sort by their attributes as well. You can take a look at, you can put together different squads for different game modes. And here's where you look at your ship profile. It's got all the same stuff as characters. You can level up your ships. It's just done with this different currency, the shipbuilding material currency. You can see their stats down here. As far as that, they have reinforcement abilities. When a ship comes in as a reinforcement, they have abilities that add to doing that. They have their abilities up here, their abilities down here, etc. Ships are, and you can also, by the way, find, if you don't know where you can find a ship or a character to farm them, click on this find button and it brings you right to there. You can see I've already farmed the slave one today, so in order to play it again, I'd have to refresh it for 25 crystals. All right, we've covered a bunch of stuff. Hopefully this is helping you and getting you through parts of the game. Down here, you can put fleets together. You can build a fleet here. Journey guide. I don't have a journey in progress. I should have the Java journey, but I don't think I can do that to level 85. Okay, we've covered all the stuff on the page right now. We've covered except for arena battles. I'm not sure what level gets you to arena. So let's start there. How do you know at what level things unlock in the game and where are your resources? Let's talk about resources. Google is a resource. I go in and Google stuff all the time. Let's do this. SWGOH Squad Arena. I'm just going to type that. I get the wiki reference to Squad Arena. Let's go ahead and zoom in on this. You guys can't see this. In fact, it's not even centered. Let me pull it over a little bit. So, sorry about that. So you get the wiki reference to Squad Arena. You get some videos from Arnold T101. Our Grand Emperor and Master Arnold T101 will be the first video you see on most of these searches. I can show you a couple where it's not, where it's me, but that's okay. You'll learn to love Arnold. The entertainment extraordinary issues, free-to-play guides. He does endgame. Most of his stuff is endgame content, but he's there for everybody. He is our supreme leader of the. It's great to be in the Empire today. How to change Squad Arena now that Squad Arena has changed from going nerdy. Arnold there again. So you get a bunch of videos. You're gonna get the forums for the game. These are the official forums. I'm gonna go over here. Reddit. You're gonna go to Reddit and get a bunch of stuff. You can go to, and then other places as well. swgoh.gg. So these are the two main places I want to take you right now. I'm going to do a search for when does Fleet Arena unlock SWGOH? Okay. You'll want to focus, it's going to give you to you. Look at that. Google pops in right now. You will want to focus early. Where is it? Early on one fleet for Fleet Arena, which unlocks at level 60. Preferably your first fleet will be a Darkside Tarkin-led fleet, which is also required for the Ship Materials Challenge. I agree with this statement 100%. It's right there. And this is, where is this? I actually don't know this. Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes Beginner Lessons from June 30th. Well, Joseph Bolsa. Thank you, sir. This is actually a good resource right here. Check that out. Focus your farming, conserve crystals, maximize mods, join a good guild, prepare for Fleet Arena at level 60 and Grand Arena at level 85. Squads, I like this guy already. I like this guy. Go here, check this out. This is going to be Star Wars Galaxy Heroes Beginner Lessons. I learned something new today. I told you, Google gives you new stuff all the time. All right, SWGOH Wiki. This is what I was trying to go to here. SWGOH Wiki is an excellent, excellent resource for anybody in the game. And right here, it shows me exactly where all this stuff unlocks. Light side battles unlock at level 1. Achievements unlock at level 5. Daily activities at 6. Shipments at 7. Cantina battles. Dark side battles at level 12. Bounty Hunter challenge. Okay, this is perfect. This is exactly where you want to be. The SWGOH Wiki is a great resource for you guys. This is just one thing it's gotten here to show you where level 50 mods, mod battles, map 1 through 8, mod challenges, omega battles. I love this. This is tremendous. This is tremendous, tremendous. And also in here, you can go to gameplay about the game. Let's go take a look at gameplay in here. Yes, it was published in 2015. It's a turn-based role-playing game, features characters and ships from multiple places. Let's go to the main page. And from the main page, you can look at characters, you can look at ships, events, raids, guides, etc. It's all here on the main page. Player events. Admiral's Maneuver, unlock Radis blueprints, earn Finalizer blueprints, get Jedi Knight Revan, earn Darth Revan, battle Rebels, battle Ewoks. It's all here. The SWGOH Wiki is a great resource for me and you to play the game. And another great resource for you all, swgoh.gg. You can see every character you want in here. If I click on, let's go to Admiral Piet, one of my personal favorites. All of his abilities are right here. If I click on the ability, I can see all the different levels, how much they cost, what they're going to do at the different levels. I can look at the full gear list. What kind of gear do I need to max out my Piet? It's right here. I can look at the relic. I can look at anything I want here. The best mods for Piet, etc. You can look up GAC counters, Grand Arena. You can look up counters for any character you want up here. Grand Arena counters. This is an endless trove. I use it all the time on my Grand Arena streams. There's a couple of resources. Again, let's get back into Google here. And let's try this. Let's see how I perform here. SWGH YouTubers. I don't know. I have no idea what this is going to... Oh. Come on! Really, Google? YouTubers and streamers. INLT101, active. AP Gains, active. Bit Dynasty, great channel, active. Cubs Fan Han, not active. Darth Microtransaction, not active. I have no idea who that is. Dicky Darkside. DB Official, retired. Come on, man. Come on. This is on the wiki? Oh, come on. If this was, oh man, where am I in here? You gotta be kidding me. Wiki! Oh no! How do I reach out to these guys? Incomplete content. Can I expand this content? I do not have permission. Somebody get with the wiki creators, please. I'm not even on here. Man. Well, now I'm sad. Hey, look up all those other guys. They're really awesome, too. I can't say enough about every single other creator. You're going to find lots of farming guides. You'll find any piece of information you want for this game will be found with the YouTubers or on Reddit or on the internet, etc. Okay? So, what are we doing? Okay, in the arena room, you're going to be playing Squad Arena. When it opens up, you'll be playing against other squads. Your prizes here is just, this used to be crystals actually, but it's just this Squad Arena currency that you're going to redeem in the Squad Arena shop for characters. That's all well, characters or prestige. Those are the only two things I spend this currency on. You can see your ranks and matches in there as well. You can also you're also be competing in Fleet Arena at level 60. Now these prizes actually involve crystals once you hit the top 50. So it's really important to have a good fleet in the game. If you can earn 400 crystals a day by being at the top of Fleet Arena, bully for you. You can see all the ranks in here. You also get that Fleet Arena currency, which you can spend over here in the shop. As you move along, Zetas become the most important thing, but there's lots of important things to farm in there as well. So that's the fleet. We've covered everything on this page right now that I can see. I haven't done the stuff on those little circles on the right. We'll get to those in a minute here. Now, let's take over to the far left. Guilds. Over here, you're going to find a guild. You're going to see what your guild's doing. You're going to look at raids. Now, raids are something. Let's go ahead and launch a little bit of I got a little gameplay here. Okay, so this is the Crate Dragon raid. Right now, this is the highest level raid in the game. You're going to do this raid with your guild. Once you join a guild, you'll participate in raids. You can see that my guild right now is doing the Heroic Sith Lord, the Heroic Sith raid right there on the left with Treya, Nihilus, and Scion. There's the Crate raid. There's a General Grievous AAT raid, and there's the Rancor raid. As you join early level guilds, you'll move forward. You'll do bigger raids as you move forward farther and deeper into the game. And right now, the Crate Dragon raid is there. It's going to change every 6 to 8 months. They're going to be changing the big raid in the game every 8 to 9 months. It's just, this is a new concept. So pretty soon it'll be the Endor raid. It'll be something else after that. So you're going to join raids there. Guild events are going to be over here as well. Right now, territory battle is going on. We're in the Geonosis territory. We've been doing the Hoth one. My guild decided to do the Geonosis territory battle this time. You'll get lots of rewards from territory battles. You get to use the teams that you want to use. So territory battles is over here as well. Territory wars is something else you do with your guild too. And then there are the solo events. We're going to go over those later. So, but this is over in the guild screen. And then if I want to look closer at the territory battle we're in right now, I kind of open up the exact same screen from there. So the same screen's open if I click on the raid or I click on the territory battle at the bottom. That's interesting. I didn't actually know that. Over here, you can actually, there's a guild store, which is in our shops. You don't have to go this way to get there. You can look at your guild to see who's in it, who's getting raid tickets every day. Raid tickets are an indicator of activity in the guild. You can see how many people. We're at 50 out of 50 in our guild right now. We've been as low as 39 before. And if we get over here, you can donate gear to your guild mates. Right now I can donate that. There we go. You can also request gear as well. You can search for a new guild over here. If you're not happy with your guild, you can find a new guild here. Also look at my video how to find a guild if you want to find other ways of finding a guild, and that is the guild screen. There's also usually right here where it says discord.gg. If your guild allows it, there'll be like a screen of some of the top ranked guilds in the game and what they're doing right now, and that's enough for guilds. Also, over on the left side of the screen, you're going to see championships here. This is your Grand Arena Championship. It unlocks level 85. I'll show you that here in a minute. If we scroll back over to the right side, challenges. So these are daily challenges that you're going to do. You're going to go into these challenges. You're going to compete for rewards. So you can see here, I'm getting those ability material mats that I was spending on my and they ramp up as you go. You get more and more and more and more, and eventually you start getting omegas in here, which are really important to advancing your abilities. It'll show you the required units for this level. It's anything, and you also are going to compete in these gear challenges as well, where you get gear every day, and you'll keep advancing. There's different levels as you move forward in the game. You advance through different ones. Eventually, you can just sim it all. Once you've completed all these at 3 stars max, 3-star victory is a victory without losing any characters. Then you can sim the whole thing whenever it pops up. There are different challenges: Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. They do different days, different challenges. On Sunday, they're all there. So that's where you, and these are really important, by the way. Do these challenges every single day, okay? Which leads me to kind of our objectives. So here in objectives, you can't see it right now, but you're going to have objectives every day. It's going to be light side battles, dark side battles, cantina battles, ship battles, mod battles. It's going to give you a bunch of different goals every day, and once you get to the end, you get a daily activity reward of a bunch of extra crystals and extra gear. When you hit level 85, you get more stuff. There's quests you can do. These are kind of mostly limited. Prestigious quests at level 85 are actually really cool. They get you a lot of extra gear. Achievements, this is where you're going to earn Darth Vader shards primarily, but lots of other stuff too as you move through the game. Guild activities, I actually never ever come here. It's been a long time, but you can see where you rank as far as guild activities for the day, because every day you get some rewards for guild activities that you can spend in the guild activity store. Let's talk about galactic battles. Now, if you're going to buy the hyperdrive bundle and skip straight to level 85, this won't be as important for you. If you're playing free to play, this is everything for 4 months of your life. Everything for 4 months of your life is right here in Galactic War. You're going to play through 12 nodes against teams. Now, mine's complete for the day. I can't show it to you, but you're going to be competing against other PvE teams, just teams that are out there in the Galaxy of Heroes metaverse. I don't know, whatever. They're just teams that have been created at some point. You need a good team or two to advance through this. Great early teams to go through Galactic War are Phoenix with Captain Rex. I know some of you are freaking out right now. Phoenix with Captain Rex are a great team for Galactic War early. Imperial Troopers are a great team. A group of Jedi led by Bast Lashan. Those are your 3 primary teams to get through Galactic War early in the game. You want to complete all 12 nodes as often as possible, because that gets you gear that you can then redeem for characters and ships in the Galactic War shop. Really, really important. This is maybe the most important game mode for you. This and Fleet Arena, where you get crystals. This is so important for you early in the game as you develop your roster. Conquest opens at level 85. We'll show you that here briefly. Hey, look, I got my free bronze again. We're going to grab that. Thank you very much. Skip, what did we get? Hey, I got a Royal Guard, 2 shards of Royal Guard. Tell you what, now I'm going to show you this. So, every character, we didn't talk about this a minute ago, you just saw I unlocked shards for Royal Guard, right? Now, every character in the game requires 330 shards. Shard is a piece of the character to get them to 7 stars. And you can see that right now, I was gonna go to Royal Guard, but I don't need him. I do need Stormtrooper Han on my roster. So, right now, you can see I have 335 out of 30 shards required for Stormtrooper Han. I've got him at 3 stars. That means for 4 stars, I need to have 30 shards, okay? So for 4 stars, I need 30 shards. Let's go ahead and promote him. We're gonna promote him. Now let's go back and take a look at that and see what it says now. Now it says 65. I have 305 out of 65 shards required. Let's go ahead and do that. We're gonna promote him. And now it's gonna be 85 shards and then 100 shards required for level 5 and level 6. We do that, done. We promote him to level 7. Notice I'm spending credits every time I do this. So now my Stormtrooper Han is at level 7, which is where I need him to get my Commander Luke Skywalker. Details in a moment. And if I go look at my shard shop, I had extra shards of Stormtrooper Han when I unlocked him. And now those 55 extra shards, boy, I farmed too much of him, get converted into shard shop currency. 825 currency for the shard shop. Now I can go spend this on gear, which I would not do until you hit at least level 85. Yeah. Let's see. So that's Galactic Battles. That's Shard Shop. Ships we looked at the nodes for ships, but we didn't talk about the rest of it. The store is right up here as well, but you can access that through the shipments. Over here are fleet challenges. This is just like ability. These are just like the challenges we just looked at a minute ago, but these are for ships. You're going to need to get these. And again, guys, the most important fleet you're going to need early on, this is not a farming guide, but I'm going to say it anyway because it's so important, is a Tarkin. You need Tarkin at 5 stars. You need 6 5-star ships to get to the ship ability materials challenge so you can be unlocking Zeta Mats. You want these Zeta Mats. You need a ton of these in the game. They are transformable materials. You need those in the game. So get Tarkin, get a big fleet to go with him. Fleet Arena we talked about as well. That is here too to compete in Fleet Arena. Okay, now events. Wait, do we want to do events? I did the shard story? Yeah, okay, so now we're on events. And after we finish events, we're going to go take a look at a level 85 account. Okay. Hang on, I need a break. Now, I did ingest some donuts before this, some little powdered Hostess donuts. If you love them, say so in the comments to let me know you got this far and you love powdered Hostess donuts. But yeah, this is I'm investing. My energy is invested for you. I am pouring my heart and soul into this video to help you as a beginner in the game. And there you go. Okay, there's always events going on in solo. We saw the guild events. We saw guild raids. We see that you can access these screens through multiple places in the game. I'll show you one more place here in a second, but there's always events going on. Here is the time and again event. This actually brings back old events. This one allowed me to unlock all of the Phoenix, which if I didn't have the Phoenix, which I did not, I was able to unlock them easily, including Ahsoka Tano Fulcrum. So, possible rewards, I don't have any more, I already did it. I did this event, it's done. You've always got a Galactic Challenge going on. Now, what's your goal in Galactic Challenge? Your goal in Galactic Challenge is to get to this crate right here and get this thing right here, an ability material Omicron. We looked at ability materials. Omicrons are completely transformative pieces that you want to have in the game. You don't get them with this crate, you do get them with the wide pirate crate. So get the pirate crate, at least the first one, to get yourself an Omicron every single time. Again, Imperial Troopers, Phoenix with Rex, Bastila Jedi, they can usually get you those crates. Here is here's a marquee event. It's actually, I've finished it, but this is where you unlock new characters in the game when they release them. Characters like Princess Nisa, characters like Captain Rex when they are released. Here's an assault battle, Places of Power. You play these to unlock great rewards, and you need specific teams to play through these events. This one requires Sith or First Order. Possible rewards, you can see the first time you do it, you get a bunch of Jedi shards, you get some ships, you get some shipbuilding materials. As you move forward, the rewards become bigger and greater, and they apply more to your lineup. You'll get materials to build high-level characters down the road. We'll show you all that stuff in a minute. And just, there's another Galactic Challenge coming in a day and 17 hours. You can see the expiration dates, Defense of Dathomir. Again, you can go to the wiki to see what all these events have in there. And yeah, all these events, they're always daily events. I feel like I remember 1 or 2 days where there weren't an event, but I don't remember when that was. It's so rare, once a year, once every 2 years, I don't know. There's always events going on. Make sure to play the events. And with that, we've covered the whole screen here. We've covered this whole screen here. You can also access everything here. This is the events button. You can get to territory battles here. It's all there on the screen. Now, what I want to show you is wait, before I do show you, let's talk about the Hyperdrive bundle, okay? It's $50 off. They say 50% off. That's because it used to cost $100. Now it costs $50. They tell you it's 50% off to get you to buy it. There's a lot of value here for a new player. If you want more information, go watch my Hyperdrive bundle farming guide that I just published recently. It's a great video. It's going to walk you through every piece of this. This Hyperdrive bundle is going to take you immediately to level 85. It's going to give you a bunch of characters, a bunch of ships, a bunch of resources for $50. The value there, if you're going to be spending on the game, it's it's worth way more than $50 in the game. Way more than $50. One note, and I say this in my farming guide, play 3 to 7 days before you unlock, at least 3 to 7 days before you unlock this. Save all your crystals. Don't unlock your achievements because you want to see it. Just go watch the guide. Just don't unlock your achievements. Play for a week. Don't unlock achievements. Save a bunch of crystals. And then when you unlock it, you'll be in even better shape when you unlock that Hyperdrive bundle. Now, let's talk about what the game looks like once you reach level 85, which I'm like 2 days away from getting there. But once you get to level 85, let's go look at Let's go look at one of my more advanced accounts. Okay, so here we are on one of my main accounts at level 85, Nooch2 Hyper. A lot of great things. You can check out my Nooch2 Hyper playlist. Before we do that, though, a word from NSABERS. That's right, NSABERS, your source for awesome, sleek lightsaber designs. Follow the link in the description for your 7% discount on NSABERS today. I love this thing. I love the sleekness of the handle. I'm so in love with my NSABER. I tell you what, I could do so many things with this. One button has so many functions. Check it out, nsabers.com. Use the link provided or use Nooch2Good as your code to earn 7% off today. NSABERS, everybody! Hey, whoa, hey! There you go. All right, I had to get a little pitch in there. I also want to get a pitch in for, and I need a display behind me actually. I want to get a pitch in for a bunch of YouTubers. We looked at that screen earlier and it wasn't right, but hey, Arnold T101 is the grandmaster of all. He is running the game. He's a big reason why this game is still alive. You've also got AP Gains, who's number 2 in line. Complete opposite as far as their presentation styles, but just great information across the board. Zareth would be next in line. Really detailed information, lots of nerdiness if you wanted to watch Zareth. Darth Loquitur and endgame nerdiness. Darth Loquitur would be kind of the early game version of Zareth as well. Lots of great information in there. The Gerbil is my pal. We do a bi-weekly collab together. Bit Dynasty has a lot of great stuff for individual game modes. Scribe is out there, same thing, lots of individual game mode stuff. Sanjita, your end gamer with lots of early game farming guides and content. Calvin Awesome, always telling you which characters you should farm for this, for that, specific character guides. Fat Phil loves Wampa. That's all I can say about that guy. And Glurmit, one of my pals, and I'm sure I've left somebody off this list, and I apologize to, you can come yell at me later. I know I'm gonna leave somebody off, but those are some of the folks that I've worked with, and I watch and absorb their content too. Check out all those guys on YouTube. They're great content creators. Okay, once you hit level 85, some more things open up to you. Let's talk about the journey guide, because this is farming. In the journey guide, now this is open before level 85. I could have addressed earlier, but I didn't. But the journey guide, you're going to go through this journey guide, and you're going to be able to see characters you can farm. Palpatine, Emperor Palpatine, and you're going to have requirements. I need 7-star rebels. I need 5 7-star rebels to farm Palpatine. So each of these journeys has different requirements. You can see what's required. You can find lots of content for how to play these journeys. You can see, I played live through almost all these journeys on my channel at one point or another. You can watch me play through it to see what character levels are needed, what mods are needed, etc., what the strategies are, all the way through all of these journeys. Star Killer there, Grand Inquisitor, Dr. Aphra, Darth Revan, Jedi Knight Revan, Chewbacca. We got your guild journeys, getting Han Solo, Traya, General Kenobi, Reva in there, Rebel Officer Leia Organa, Probe Droid, Wat Tambor, Ki Adi-Mundi, Galactic Legends, man. You're going to want to farm some Galactic Legends. These are the best characters in the game. Leia Organa, Jedi Master Luke, Sith Eternal Emperor, Kylo, Rey, Lord Vader. This is Anakin / Lord. He's called Lord Vader. Jedi Master Kenobi and Jabba the Hutt. Go here to see what's required for these characters to give yourself goals for what you're going to farm toward. Relic 5, Relic 3, Relic 6, etc. Let's talk about relic levels on your characters, because you need those relic levels for a lot of different farms and just to have your roster performing at its highest ability. These are all my relic levels. Down here you see these guys. If you look at characters at the bottom of the roster that are activated, you can see, well, here's all my non-activated characters, but here's a level 1 Imperial Super Commando. Let's talk about Skiffguard Landos instead. Skiffguard Lando, level 1, 4-star Skiffguard Lando, level 30, no gear levels, etc. That's what that looks like. But when you go to the top of the roster, I've got up here R2-D2. R2-D2 is Relic 8. Right here, he's at Relic 8. That is the penultimate level in the game. He's required for Leia Organa. I got him at Relic 8 to get Leia Organa. He's also required for Jedi Master Luke. So there I got R2-D2. It makes his stats, your stats go up and up and up and up, and every relic level is like a gear level in the game. I've got the mods on him. I've got his abilities upgraded. That relic levels, you're going to get those materials in different parts of the game, which we talked about. Let's go take a look. So you're gonna be farming, you know, gear levels. You're gonna be farming this gear for relic levels. It's gonna be in the scavenger shop as the primary place to do this. Also in different game modes, and I'll show you that in a second. So you can create chromium transistors by spending these. Boom, boom. By the way, buy these Mark 7, what are they called? Mark 7 Blast-Tech weapon mods. You can buy them in the guild activity shop. Whenever you see them, buy them. Buy them. Look what I'm doing with this. I have 500 of these now, and it was super easy. I wish they were all this easy, but they're not. Anyway, so that's where you're gonna get scavenger materials there. I'm gonna show you that assault battle here in a second. And these materials we showed you earlier, you're gonna farm in the Cantina battles at the end. So you're gonna get these in Cantina battles here. Now, another place, we showed you that assault battle earlier, but I wasn't able to do it. On this account, I've gotten higher levels done of this assault battle. I've gotten to challenge tier 1, where I'm getting, these are relic materials. These are called Chirotechs, and you're gonna need a gazillion Chirotechs. So you can't ever get enough. But once you complete a battle in assault battles, you can sim it every time. Sim. So I'm just gonna sim it here, get my rewards. These are really valuable rewards. Once you get to challenge tier 1, challenge tier 2, challenge tier 3, the rewards are so valuable, it's incalculable. It's really, really valuable once you get to the end there. So this is me just cashing in. I've already completed it to challenge tier 1. That's as far as I can go. My roster is not ready for anything above that. My Jedi just aren't quite good enough. Actually, they might be if I really wanted to do it. The thing about assault battles is you need to set aside maybe an hour or two to really get through it. Actually, no, I'm not going to be able to get any further in this. I think I've maxed myself out, but I might try it later. We'll see. I'm not going to... If I pulled it up and played it right now on this challenge tier 2, we're looking at 30 minutes of me playing that to see if it's going to work or not, and you don't want to see that. Go watch Scribe Gaming. He's got a lot of great content. Bit Dynasty. I've got some content on there, too, for assault battles as well. Go check those guys out. So that's level 85. When you get to level 85, you can increase your characters' relic levels. Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, until they are relicked, until you have these little blue circles around them, these red circles for dark side, until they are relicked, and at least at relic 3, they are not completed characters. They are incomplete. They're incomplete. Let's talk about something else that opens up level 85 for you, and that's Datacrons. I don't have that many on this account. You can farm these in Conquest, which we'll talk about in a second, but these are another way in Grand Arena, Territory War, and in Squad Arena, you can assign these Datacrons to your teams, and they can do very specific things. This one's adding a bunch of crit damage, armor penetration for light side characters. Whenever they use a basic, they gain speed up. They go 50% faster. Critical damage there. Whenever Wookiee allies use a special ability, they stun the target enemy for 1 turn, which can't be evaded or resisted. So lots of cool stuff with Datacrons. It's kind of a divisive subject in the game. I get a lot of Datacrons on my free-to-play account because I farm them in Conquest. Conquest is not visible here, but I've got a little reel for you. Let's go ahead and run that reel. So Conquest is a game mode that's available monthly. I think it's basically monthly. Maybe it's every 4 weeks. It runs for 2 weeks. You choose between easy, normal, and hard. And when you complete easy and you have 2 million galactic power, I think it's actually when you just complete easy, you can play normal. When you complete normal and you've got 4 million galactic power, you can play hard. They give you different rewards along the way. You're playing along through Conquest. You've got different achievements to try to get with your character teams. You're trying to earn currency in Conquest. The currency in Conquest is going to gain you chests. Those chests will unlock character shards for new characters. There's new Conquest characters always being released, and they're also going to give you lots of great gear that you can use in game. There's Conquest currency that can buy you characters primarily and gear secondarily. So lots of great stuff going on Conquest. It opens up at level 85. Hey, if you're in easy, it's still worth it to play. But once you can get to hard, when you get to 4 million galactic power, you open up hard Conquest. And hard Conquest is where you're really going to make your beans. That first chest that you earn in hard Conquest is better than any chest you can earn in any easy or normal Conquest at all. You want to get to 4 million galactic power to open up hard Conquest as quick as possible. And while we're talking about 4 million galactic power and hard Conquest, let's talk about Proving Grounds. So Proving Grounds open up for you at 4 million galactic power. There you can unlock old Conquest characters that have been out, that got launched a year ago. After they were launched, a year later they drop into Proving Grounds. TIE Interceptor, Darth Malgus, Ben Solo are some characters you see here. Maul, Commander Ahsoka, Razor Crest. These are characters you can unlock in Proving Grounds, but you've got to be at 4 million galactic power to make that happen. As the volume's off there. So once you get to 4 million galactic power, you want to have some teams. I've got plenty of videos on the channel about teams you can use in proving grounds to play. Let's go and can we get to the gameplay there? There we go. Teams you can unlock and to play proving grounds, and it's a great way to unlock characters that you don't have access to exactly. But yeah, proving grounds unlocks at 4 million galactic power. When you unlock hard conquest, you'll be able to play in proving grounds after conquest ends. So check that out as well. Moving on from conquest we didn't talk about territory battles. So territory battles, we talked about my guild was in Geonosis Territory Battles Guild. Was in Geonosis Territory Battles. So territory battles go in 3 rounds. You start off in Hoth Territory Battles with your early level guild. You eventually move into Geonosis Territory Battles, and you eventually move up to here to Rise of the Empire Territory Battles. You get better and better rewards as you move forward. Your guild has to have higher and higher level characters to complete these territory battles and to do well in them. So, you know, depending on if you got connections, maybe you got a friend that can get you into a guild that's doing higher level territory battles along the way. Territory battles are a great way for your guild to come together and strive for something great achieved together. Get everybody the same rewards and have fun in territory battles. Territory wars are the same thing, where you compete your guild against another guild, mano a mano, fighting for rewards and glory, with glory being the main thing there. Now, Grand Arena, and this, I think, let me make sure I've covered everything before I talk about Grand Arena, because I think that Grand Arena for me is the ultimate coverage, the ultimate game mode that I've ever seen in a game. I've played a lot of these types of games. I play games where you got to be on for hours, going over and over and over again, you know, just clicking over and over and over again. But Grand Arena, I believe, is the ultimate game mode I've ever seen in a game like this. I believe we've covered everything in the beginner's guide. If I've missed something, please let me know in the comments, because I'm sure I've missed something. There's just no way for me to get everything. And before we cover Grand Arena, I want to ask you, if you've made it to this point in the video you're watching, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. Get me in your feed, get more of this content out there, more of me spending my energy to help you succeed in the game. And like and subscribe and make Mrs. Nooch a happy camper today, because a happy wife is a happy life. Grand Arena. Grand Arena, when you open level 85, you get entered into Carbonite 4 or 5, I can't remember which one it is, in Grand Arena. Now, every level of Grand Arena gives you daily crystal rewards. So once you get into Carbonite 5, you're going to start getting 55 crystals every day. Just period. You will start getting 55 crystals every day. Grand Arena goes in 3 weekly rounds. You play a weekly round against 3 different opponents. You try to beat them. Every time you win, like in Carbonite 5, you'll get 70 more crystals, and this currency that you can spend. It's in the shop. It's called the Guild. I think it's in the Grand Arena shop. You should only spend this on Kyrotex, by the way. Don't ever spend this on anything except Kyrotex. Kyrotex. That's all you buy. I'll show you in a minute. And even if you lose, you get 30 more crystals and 125 of those. Then for your weekly rewards at the end of the week, if you beat everybody, you went 3-0, you'll get 750 crystals. 2020, so you get a bunch of that. You'll get some Zetas. If you didn't beat anybody but you played, you'll get 100 crystals. And at the end of the full 3-week period, if you finished you'll get, if you ended the full week period, if you played, you'll get 100 crystals, 800, etc. And as you move up, let's go to Carbonite 2 as you move forward, because as you win and keep winning, you'll go higher and higher and higher in Grand Arena. As you move up, you get more daily crystals, you get more crystals for winning. These stay the same all the way through, and you get more crystals at the end of the entire 3 weeks. When you get to the highest levels, you're getting 260 crystals a day. You're getting 900 crystals for a victory. That's a lot different than 100 crystals for a victory, isn't it? 200 for a loss. This all stays the same. 2,500 at the end of the 3 weeks, or 2,400, 2,300, whatever. So you can see, you guys, I have a million Grand Arena videos on my channel. You go in there, you set a defense. You're playing against your opponent. There's the defense I got set right now for 5v5. It alternates 5v5, then 3v3, then 5v5, then 3v3 each round. So you'll play 3 weeks of 5v5, then you'll take a week off, then 3 weeks of 3v3, then you take a week off, 3 weeks of 5v5, take a week off, etc. Right now, if I view my current round, I can see my roster here. I can go and look at my opponent's roster and see what they've got going on. And then we just play each other. He tries to beat my defense, or they try to beat my defense. I try to beat their defense. Whoever gets the most points in a day is the winner, and you get your rewards based on that. Grand Arena, I recommend going to watch some Grand Arena content on my channel. It is the single best game mode I've ever seen in any of these kind of games. Ever, ever, ever. And there you go. Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure I've left something out, and I apologize for whatever that was, but I feel like I covered the whole game here. If you're a beginner, if you're looking for a game to play, this game has never been in a better position than it is right now. It's never been in a better position than it is right now for you to have a good time playing this game, for this being a great place to invest your energy as a Star Wars fan, to collect Star Wars characters and play a game that's effective, that you can farm on so many different types of characters for so many different reasons. You can go on so many different journeys. You can pick who you love. Do you love Clone Wars? Do you love Rebels? Do you love the original trilogy? Do you love the sequels? Do you love the prequels? It is all right here for your enjoyment. Are you free to play? Do you want to spend some money? Do you want to spend a lot of money? Do you want to spend ridiculously gross amounts of money? You can do all of it right here, having fun, farming your favorite characters in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, and that's it. The game is in a better place than it's ever been at any point in the past to farm video game characters like Starkiller. You can farm anybody you want in this game, and you can have a blast doing it with a community that has been around for 8 years now. A beautiful, wonderful, growing, thriving community of players playing Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. Welcome to the game. I hope this video helps you. I will talk to all of you soon. That's all I've got. Always remember, Nooch too good.